My name is Jagdish Kumar. I hail from state of Himachal Pradesh, which is known as Devbhumi. It means God's land. I was born and brought up in an Orthodox Hindu family. I used to worship several gods and goddesses. While I went my higher study in nearby city, and I was involved with all the bad company, doing all such things. Suddenly, the storms and difficult came in my family. My sister got serious sickness in her life. She was sick for years. We took her to several hospitals, and doctor could not diagnose any sickness in her body. We called many gurus and babas. According to their mantras and capacity, they required 22 sheep and 19 chicken. We sacrificed for her healing, but no one could heal her. Her condition was same, and we were so disgraced, my family and all, because there was no hope for us. One day I was at bus stop, and one brother, he came there, who was Christian, and he asked me, "How is your sister now?" I explained all the situation of my family and my sister. Then he told, "You have done everything, whatever you could, but no one could heal your sister. Let me say now one thing. Bible says, test and see that the Lord is good. I don't compel you. Only I want to say, if you believe and Jesus can heal your sister." I was listening, and that words, it touched me. They began to share about Jesus. And after some time, they began to pray. They asked, "We want to pray for sister." We all agree, you can do whatever you want. And they began to pray, and my sister began to shout, screaming and jumping, and 3-4 persons was holding her. And constantly it was going on. They asked glass of water and oil, and we gave, and they prayed on water and on oil, and they gave to drink her. And she was shouting and screaming, "I want to kill her. I don't want to leave her because I came to kill her. I want to take her life." And after they gave her water and put oil on her body, and she was telling, "I was burning. I want to go." And she fell down, and she became unconscious few minutes. And I was listening, looking at all things. And they prayed for my family, for me, everyone. By listening that prayer, I was thinking, there is nothing wrong. Why we are opposing them? And my sister got up, and they gave New Testament, and she began to read. By seeing that miracle and by hearing their prayer, my heart was full touched, and I decided that how many young sisters and brothers are suffering in Himachal Pradesh and living in the darkness. Who will go and save them and bring them from the power of the darkness and save them? I decided I want to share them about Jesus Christ, and I want to bring them light of the eternity. One day pastor took us youth assembly, which was going in Chandigarh. It was 4 days. When 4th day worship was going on, I raised my hand, "Lord, if you are really God, I want your touch." Because I do not know anything about Jesus that time. And they were singing song, "Yeshu Masih, Tere Jaisa Koi Nahi." I began to utter that word, "Lord, if you are real God, you give me your touch. I want to serve you, Lord." That time, I felt someone come near to me and touch my head. I could not see his face, only hand I could see. And after few minutes, I fall down. Then I saw front of me a big like playground. It was full yellow color, and sunlight is shining. I was thinking where I am, and surrounding, when I saw all the greenery, all green tree, all green grass, but center filled dry. I could not understand what is this. Then after few minutes, pastor came here, took me, and he asked me. I explained all things pastor told me. God has chosen you for your ministry. He want to use. And I was so longing now. I want to serve God. What shall I do? Then I got privileged to study in Believer Eastern Church Theological Seminary, Solan. And I was there equipping myself for his ministry. And we had 3 days fasting prayer. God touched me with his spirit, and I was anointed with the spirits. And I went mission field. And I could establish 2 churches and 1 mission station. And God used me almighty for his kingdom. And after I decided to go my higher study, I came here and I completed my BTH, and I am serving God now. My dear brothers and sisters, let me tell you, you may be also feeling alone, and you may be thinking, "I don't have hope," and your family may be thinking like my family, there was no hope for my family, for me and for my sister. Let me say you, only Jesus is the hope. And if you believe, and if you commit yourself for God, and God can do miracle in your life.